let's see, about myself. I grew up on a small farm in North Alabama. Um, I lived there until I was about 13. At 13, we moved a little closer to the city, and uh, not too long after that, I was gifted a computer, the first computer that I had access to. And from there, my love grew. I've been working with computers ever since. And that is part of the reason why I would like to work for this company. I've been since I started building computers. EVGA has been one of the main manufacturers that I've bought from. So I started looking at y'all as a customer. Um, and with the many different manufacturers that I have worked with and bought their products to build computers with, um, y'all's customer service has always been great. That made me look at the company in a bit better light. So when I started looking for a job in this field, I immediately looked to see if y'all had openings. And beyond that, for this job in particular, y'all always have the best looking booths at all of the expos and everything. So I would love to be part of y'all's team for that. What qualifies me for this position? Well, as I said, I've started working with computers when I was 13. Um, from there, I was, well, the first computer that I was given wasn't a particularly good one, so I was immediately looking for ways to make that computer better, or find out all I could about it, especially when it started to not work so well as it aged. We didn't have a lot of money, so I kept that one computer for ages. And then finally, whenever I started earning some money of my own when I was 16 or 17, I started building my own computers. And up to this point, uh, I've built around 20 myself. Five of those have been custom water cooled systems. Two of which were for myself. They've been fully painted, water cooled, dual loop systems. Um, very proud of those. And beyond that, I've also lended my services to other people, and I've advised around 100 other people on their own builds, all of which seem to be quite happy with their computers at this point. Um, Beyond that, as someone who's got started in this very young, I know that the industry, this particular industry, changes a lot. So I try to stay vigilant and read and study and stay up with everything as it comes along. It's very easy to be left behind in this field if you don't stay up. Uh, why should you hire me over other candidates? That's for one. I mentioned earlier that I grew up working on a farm. That really helps set a very steady work ethic in me. So if you give me something to get done, I'm going to work until it's finished. Um, and as I was mentioning a moment ago, I try to stay up on everything and constantly learning. That's one of the main things. I'm just constantly looking for new things to figure out, to learn about, to read, new ways to be better at what I do. That's never been called a bit of a perfectionist, but I see that as a good thing, in that I'm never satisfied with my work, so I'm constantly trying to be better. Um, as for greatest strength, I would have to say my attention to detail. Um, when it comes to fine work or uh, paint or anything where exactly with this position we're making custom PCs that are going on the showroom floor, and they need to be perfect, and that is right up my alley, because when I start doing something, I don't want to do it just to get it done. I don't want to do it just to see how quickly I can get it done. I want to do it so that I know when I'm done, I've done the best I can do, and beyond that, I want to do the best anybody has done. And that's why I want to be on EVGA's team, because y'all have the best team. Um, Greatest weakness, uh, I would have to say that is sort of the same thing that I just said was my greatest strength, in that I am extremely detail oriented. So I have a bit of a time management problem, but I'm very well aware of that, and as such, I try my very best to stay aware of the amount of time that I'm taking to do something, because I understand that in this industry, a lot of times we do run into crunch time. You know, the expos are going to happen when they're going to happen, regardless of whether we have things ready or not. So if we have to have a computer out the door tomorrow, I can be as detail oriented as I want to be, but only so far as to make sure that I can still get it out the door tomorrow. So I am aware that that is my weakness, and I try my very best to mitigate it as best as possible. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.